Rascals art stream. Nice lazy Sunday. It's not blistering hot in Portland. And actually the weather's quite nice. Just got some ice cream and I'm loaded up. Ready to do something fun. Let's go make sure I'm all synced up. I should keep this open. See where we left off. We have some minor bugs that we'll fix next week. Like the broom not always going to the player's hand. It is right now, thankfully. And there being like some awkward double collision and reaction from the tire when we hit it, but it doesn't actually move. We just get the squash and stretch. But I mean, I could fix those if I put some time into it, but I don't really want to do that right now. I kind of want to just keep making progress on the art. And I think we're in a place where the shape of the arena, I think, is the right shape. It looks pretty good, and it feels good. And if we do need to change it, we will. I think we'll just need to scale it is all, to be honest. So, yeah, there's that bug I'm talking about. You have to butt up to it against it a few times. So I think we can kind of start thinking about the environment around, surrounding. So an idea came up in one of our calls that what if this was actually like a pool that they froze? And I like that idea. I think we should do that. We should look up some reference for a circular pool and make it really look like they just built this around a pool, and then make the rest of this look like a backyard, which I think will be pretty fun to do. And I pulled up some references here. And this is the one I like the most. Just going to keep looking. I didn't really find anything. Like a pool in the 1950s. I guess not much has changed. That almost looks like the lake in Golden Gate Park, the one where they race speedboats. I don't remember its name. Where's Thompson Park? Thompson Park wading pool. Wow, it does not exist anymore or something? Who knows? Yeah, whoa. Okay. This is close. This is pretty good. Because we're going to have grass around, so we want to have like a edge here. But I like this cartoony stone thing they got going on. Oh yeah, some deck lawn, like lawn reclining seats is great too. We should get some of those. And probably like let's see, open this new pool diving board. We should get like let's just do 1950s diving board. Backyard diving board. Okay, well, there's really not great pictures of any. This looks like a render. Retro backyard diving board. It's pretty cool. But no. It's got to look more basic than that. We want some little handrails and stuff. I mean, kind of like this. This obviously is a render, but backyard pool with diving board. We want the handrails. Diving backyard diving board with handrails. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, yeah, I guess this is it. I was thinking of having it like taken apart, as if they like dismantled it and put it to the side because they made a, or it could be here. Okay, so that's another idea, is that it's gonna be kind of out of scene. We don't want that. I'll just have it like disassembled, like they took it apart and some screws laying on the ground. Like they kind of destroyed the backyard pool in order to make this game, which is kind of funny. And I have a material that matches that this kind of pattern. So let's see if it looks good. If it doesn't, then we'll just change it to like a basic cement ring, like this. All right, so let's see, geometry. No, it's in materials, instances, in our tiling PBR. We should have, yeah, I've got this flagstone material that's just kind of a basic material that I use in a lot of different stuff for Rowdy Rascals. You'll notice we don't use normal maps in Rowdy Rascals. That's just to make things, make the game smaller and I guess slightly like not really more performant. I don't think it's probably negligible, but just the file size of everything, and it helps the look I think less video gamey and more like cartoony and painterly when we don't have obvious normal maps all over stuff. I think simple details in the form, and then kind of paintbrush splatter stuff in the roughness, I think, is what we're going for. And I think it's working. You'll see it's like these look kind of shaded but cartoony, versus if they had like wood grain. It really wouldn't look good if they had like wood grain normals and stuff. It would look too video gamey, like video game assets. I want these to look a little bit more painted and cartoony. And we're shooting for all platforms eventually, so we definitely want to keep things as lightweight file size wise as possible. All right, let's open a Blender and let's start making that pool. No, we want to open hockey rink. Let's call it the environment. Okay. I'm just going to keep this rink floor as reference. Actually, I want to duplicate this. And I just extruded off of the rink we already had. I can get rid of this layer right here. Let's give it a little bevel. Okay. We can test this out in Engine really quick. Oops, don't want to do that. Unwrap. Simple enough. That looks great. I mean, that might be all we need for that part of it. Let's just see how it looks. Pool edge. So confused why that doesn't work sometimes. Yeah. That works with the goals. It seems fine. The goals are floating a little bit, huh? Probably bring that down like there. -5 is fine. Let's do it for the other one too. Yeah. We kind of want to put some grass in here too, just so we can kind of see that. But let's put that material we had. It's a little big. It's okay, we're going to make a copy of this material and put it in Rinky Dink. My hockey pool edge. Okay, I've got the parameter, the instance open here. And let's look at kind of the colors. It's not that much contrast, but it looks like the grout is actually darker. So let's color pick the dark color there, and then make... Was it this one was lighter? Yeah. But it wasn't by much. So we can lighten both of these. Yeah, that looks right. We should definitely make a tiling grass, like kind of painted grass materials that we can use as a let's see kind of how they did the grass stuff. This is awesome, this sort of reference. Solid color, then just like little patches of things. I wonder if we can make something like that. Looney Tunes, lawn. It's just kind of just solid colors. With a little bit of, which I like. I do like that. Interesting. We can try something simple like that. Just like some... I see. Let's open up Designer. And just do kind of like a paint strokey... in 2K. Rowdy grass. Because it's hard to really judge. We really need to make just like the grass next, because this grid stuff, and just make it solid green. I don't think I want to get. I've always wanted to have kind of our own grass material, so might as well get into it. I know we're gonna need a gradient map. Gradient map, yeah, gradient map would be good. We could do it with the blend, but I'm just thinking right here. Let's see what type of noises that we want to start with. Probably just a simple purlin. Excuse me? Oh, it's a 3D purlin. Whoops. Yeah, okay, so let's make the scale smaller, and then we can kind of get our grass. You know what's a really fun trick? Here, open image in new tab. They really do just have this kind of like strokey gradient, which is great. And then they have like colors peeking off of that. Yeah, those shadows are so cool. We haven't gotten to that sort of detail yet, but those shadows are very cool. Yeah, then up close, it's like the sponge brush stuff, which we don't want to give too much detail. This is great. Is this a real Looney Tunes cartoon? I don't think so. Okay. I bet it's just because it's not viewed through like TV. This might be an original cell, actually, which would be crazy. So let's take this image and sample the colors on it. Why not? This image too, we can sample the colors here. That's a good reference. We'll keep that. Actually, do we even need the colors here? I think what I can do is I can actually just sample it by... See if I can get these on the screen. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's one of them. Here we go, let's do another one. Where did I just click? Pick gradient. Nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. Oh, because I've got some lighter colors popping in between, which we don't want. I can definitely simplify this and just get the lighter colors going on at the end here. Because we don't want it to go back and forth too much. We can kind of just get the... No, that was good. Alright. Then this guy... That's the one I just did. Okay. They're a little yellow, but that might be right. This one is great. Okay. All right. I think we have texture, strokes. It's not here. Design, substance presets. Nice. Check this out. Cool. Gonna link these. Let's see if I can make... Let's make a... a lot less. Random scale. Position random. A little random rotation, just a little bit. A little bit of that. Let's see if it's different ones better. Okay, this is getting closer. This one was kind of cool. This one's going to be a little fat and goofy, but it's not bad. But if we did two, let's just try a few things here. Let's try two patterns. Yeah, randomly flip a few. Okay. And now we're just going to play around and see if we can get something that looks, feels good. Warp, directional warp, let's try that. Yeah, not quite the best. Not quite the best what I'm doing here. Not the best. Let's just also not quite the best. Let's look at our references again. They're just like kind of longer strokes. Which of those strokes? I mean, it's kind of, these are the ones we're talking about for sure. So I think we got the right stuff going on here. What's our blend mode here? Blend, add sub. No, I think we want max. Let's get the number up. Maybe these aren't the right strokes for it. No. Sometimes stuff just takes some playing around. Yeah. Make them a lot longer, and then rotation less. Yeah, less rotation. No. It's so close. I feel like it's so close. Maybe the color variation should be less. It's too much detail too. That's the other thing. There's too much detail, so there needs to be a little bit of... And this can be, let's see, 25 and 25. Ooh. That's pretty good. See what happens when we do this. Color map input. Come on now. I did something here. I see. Yeah, it is working. Okay. So we can kind of make some intentional gradients in there. That's not bad. Maybe scale this a bit smaller. That's pretty good. See what happens if we undo what we just did. Let's see if we like it better or not. Yeah, a little bit of it is nice, I think. We're gonna have this be a pretty big scale, so this might be good. Let's see what the other gritty map looks like. It's just a much brighter. Yeah, see, that's. I think we gotta. Make that the brightest color. It never gets that dark, so maybe if we level this a bit more. I think this is what it needs. This is going to mess everything up. So now we got the full range in there. Okay, now we got the full range. That's good. Now we can play with this and say... Where's our random seed? Weird. Okay, so we still need... Okay, so let's adjust this a bit more. The light is a little too light there. Okay, this is kind of cool. We would never go at that scale. We want it to actually be pretty big. I'm going to back this one up just so I can play with it a bit more. And then let's adjust the number again to like 35, 35. So we just have more scale with it. I think I'm gonna stick with this. All right. We can make a roughness map out of this, just using this, I guess. Rowdy. Art, environment, let's see, design, substance presets, output. How am I naming the rest of these? Yeah. Grass roughness. Let's just really quickly see. That's not bad either. I might say both. And then let's plug this into roughness. Dare I do this one? I'm gonna do the non-blurred version for the roughness. That's pretty nice. I probably want this version though. Yeah, okay, so this is our roughness. Grass, base color 01. Put that up there because it's the first, and then grass base color 02. Let's save this. Substance preset sub. We've got all our rowdy grass. All right, let's try this out. Sorry, responding to some messages. Okay. Sorry about that. These are unnecessary, these autosaves. Okay. Let's see, we've got tiling PBR. No, we want textures. Tiling PBR, that's where we stick them. Output grass. Oh, that roughness looks wrong. There we go. What are these? Let's turn off sRGB. It is off. Wow, is it that good? Is it learning? And sRGB is on. Oh, it should be on. On. Okay. Let's make our materials for that. Instance. Tiling PBR. Let's just grab something we've already made. Grass 01. Interesting. We got some old grasses here. That's fun. I do have an old grass texture, this old sponge grass texture as well. And we are not going to use 2tint. Wow, look at that old grass texture. That's not bad too, but it's a little more detailed than what we're doing in our current style. This is like painted in Photoshop using some sponge brushes. Grass roughness. Yeah, it's not going to work. I think, yeah, we're just going to go grass base color. And our roughness, let's increase a little bit. I think it's a little too rough. A little too rough. Contrast seems a little low on it. I'm gonna I'm gonna tile it a little bit more. Alright, so hold on, I've got to think about this. Might as well go for it. This looks way more... Am I wrong? It looks way less... Why is that? I gotta debug something really quick. Just make sure it's not... No. Seems right. Because this didn't change. Maybe I gotta pump the contrast on this a little bit more. Surprising. It looks right here. I'm gonna do this non-destructively. So I'm saving space by not using normal mask, but here I am making 3 grass textures. We'll minimize it before we're done. We'll minimize the amount of grass textures and everything. That's definitely better. Is the lime color good? It's on theme. Rotate the light a little bit. Yeah, so we get to see a little bit of the grass there. I can make it a little bit more green. Because I think I have the desaturation happen. No, desaturation happens first. A little bit more green's not bad. It's a little too dark. I'm a little colorblind, so if it's too blue, I would need to be told, but I can see it's definitely a little blue. I want to keep it till someone tells me no. I like the colors, though. I like it not being like electric green. Just some of what I did. Just a little bit of that. Okay, I'm keeping this. Got some blues in it, but it's, you know, it looks like we mixed the colors, so that's kind of cool. Definitely needs grass. And I don't remember what grass meshes we have in here, but I think we should remake them anyways. Let's see. This stuff was pretty cool. Oh yeah, the materials are all very old for it. This is a foliage? Static mesh foliage. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, here we go. Ooh, some little white flowers would be good too. I'm into that. I guess I had the wrong normals on these. So where were these? Plants Master. Here we are. Nice. I clearly did not have the right normals for everything. I mean, this one, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, I guess I can flip some of them. It's hard to get them all right. Okay. These are fine. So we got flower. Flip. Flip. How do I have these UV'd? With the vertex painting. Or the vertex texture, which is not the right way to do it. Okay. First, let's do vertex weights on this guy. weight paint. Vertex paint. Set vertex colors, okay. And then we're going to select just these and then do white. Paint, set vertex colors. Nice, okay. Backyard grass is done. Rowdy foliage, backyard grass. Actually, do it this way: grass, lawn. Okay. The ferns, ooh, the ferns I'm using a different thing. I should do them now. Got field grass. These are nice too. Different sizes here. All right, we're gonna select all these, vertex paint, set vertex colors. So I can only do it on one of these at a time, it looks like, so I'm going to do that. Vertex paint. Paint, set vertex colors to black. That looks right. Nice. And we got white to black on all of these, right? Why doesn't that look right? It's just a shading. Whatever. Okay. Paint, smooth vertex colors. Smoothing them out. Nice. Fun stuff, huh? Sorry about this. Vertex paint. Set vertex colors, and we go back in here. We select these top ones. All right, let's get in our blur tool. I don't know. Good enough. They're all different. It actually helps, I think. So they don't all move as the same amount. And flower. I don't think we want vertex displacement on it. Okay. Sorry about that. The ferns I didn't do, right? Yeah, I didn't do the ferns. Screw it. Grass. Field 01. Two. So how I should be doing it every time. 3. Why do I have 2 different flowers, I wonder? Probably don't need 2 different flowers, but here we are. Not sure if these are being used. Gotta rename them the right thing since I'm doing this properly now. Not an exciting moment in the stream, I'm sorry. Plants. Reimport. This is the backyard. The lawn. Okay, almost done with this very dull, repetitive part. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, do we have foliage material? We do. Nice. What's going on in here? I made this not too long ago, actually. We want to do... WPO, and then we want to lerp between that. And this multiplied by vertex color. Vertex WPO vertex color masking. Put that in WPO. We're gonna make this more complicated probably next time when we have it read from the landscape material. Okay. My grass 01. No, it's just mi grass mesh 01. Oh, whoops. This goes back in the trees. You go into foliage. That's fine because we want metallic intensity 0. And just pump this up so it's not visible. Lawn, grass, mesh. Alright. Okay. Geometry. Outdoors or something? Where was that grass? Plants. Duh. And of course, duh, we need the masking. Let's try this one. Copy reference. I don't know why that didn't work. Of course, the color's all messed up because we really need to sample the lawn color. And we need its normals. All right, this is a fun trick. Open recent. Where... Let's do it for all of these. Field grass and backyard grass. Set its normals to all face upwards. So let's start with just grabbing the backyard grass and adding a data transfer. Let's pick this plane. Face corner data, custom normals. Since normals are all up facing. There we go. Nice. Apply that stuff. There we go. Backyard grass. Field grass 1. Oops. So we want those normals facing upwards. Okay. Still a very wrong color. Let's see if we can change that. Just sloppily, quickly. We definitely don't want these to cast shadow as well. Alright, let's do tint. Yeah. I see. This could be a solid color, actually. Why don't we just do that? We should definitely change how we're doing that, because that's not going to work. I doing multiply? Overlay. Just use 210, whatever. Whoa, normals are real funky here. We are two-sided, right? Two-sided. Does that make a difference? Gonna have to cut the stream early. I'm getting a little exhausted, and I know I've got to do a little bit of research on how to sample the landscape material to make this landscape material before I do this next step, but I am a little confused why the normals are being funky like this. It really shouldn't be doing that. Data transfer. It's kind of working. But all of these, they shouldn't be black like that. Yeah, it's because the inside faces, I guess. So maybe if I just had them not be... Well, if I had it two-sided, it shouldn't make a difference. This should be right. If I have it two-sided, it shouldn't have a shadowed side. Whatever, I can just have it not be two-sided. Should definitely add the... I bet I can grab that function, the gradient function. Materials, master, MMPBR. Where's our PBR? It's a function I made. Nice. Okay, object space gradient. Yeah, it doesn't quite work the other way. How can I invert this? Yeah, that's not it. Okay, I know how. Invert object space gradient. It's going to be in a weird place, but this should work. So if I flip that, hell yeah, nice. Now we have object space gradient. Invert it. Look at that. Just the tips of the grass. That's kind of cool. So I can offset the gradient. Oh, what's going on here? Huh? Yep, there it is. There we go. Pretty cool. So now let's quickly just see what happens if we fill this whole lawn with that stuff. Or paint it in. We don't want shadows, though. Let's go crazy at first. No, we want 200. Just kind of sparingly. It's kind of fun. That's getting there for sure. Foliage, just make our brush a little bit smaller. So we have little patches of things, which looks good. Where's erase? Oh, I got it. Oh, it's shift. That's cool. Hey, what the hell was that? Why did that change everything? What am I painting on over here? Wow, that was... oh. Are these all treated like the same? That can't be right. They should be treated individually. That's closer. The gradient's a little whack. But, we can change that right now. Okay, so the gradient offset is too much, obviously. Wait, what the hell just happened? Yeah, once we get this thing blending in with the landscape, it's going to look great. But I can make the gradient size bigger too. Okay, so gradient smoothness. Okay, perfect. All right, so the smoothness we can have. Yeah, that's nice. And maybe we even make the grass scale a little bit. Whoa. Yeah. Then a few patches of white flowers. We haven't really done any lighting, so the lighting's pretty janky and rough right now. I think we gotta get the flowers in there. Be silly not to. I kind of want to do that all in one run. I'm getting a little tired, but I gotta do it all in one run. This is the PBR. Opacity mask. Okay. I don't think we really need 2 flowers. We really don't. Oh. Flower 1. We just need 1 flower. Okay. I don't think we even need a texture for it for now. We're just going to do this really simply. Okay. Flower, white. I also think we can increase the WPO intensity on this. Speed, intensity, we can have at 1. Get it a little bit more flowing. That looks nice. It's kind of matching the net. Okay. Foliage. Let's get the flower in there. We do not want cast shadow. Let's look at a reference once really quick. Little patches of flowers. And some clovers too. We'll get to that later. Single. Oh! .1, 0.25, 0.05, 0.15. We want them off the ground a little bit. How do we offset them from the ground? There's got to be a way to do that. Z offset. Still not enough. I think they can float. I think these can really float. Yeah, nice. That looks good. Oh man, isn't that cute? Those are too big. I see, I see. That's great. Does not look like a pool yet. We will get the ice looking right. And the lawn is still pretty, you know, bare bones right now. But I think that's a decent amount of improvement for today. We didn't put too much detailed work into anything, which is good. We'll make things more final once things are locked, but we want to get kind of like a rough look for everything. Just slowly getting closer and closer, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can get like just a regular stone here. I wonder if that looks better. Not the darker stuff. We can leave that for now. Let me go back to... Let's leave this for now. Do we have ambient occlusion going on here? It looks like we don't, huh? Oh, we need a bit of that. It was looking real flat. It's a little gross when there's too much of it, but... A little bit is good. A little screen space AO. Less. Okay. Ooh. I think that's good for now. Pulled some good inspiration that helped us a lot. Oh man, I'm exhausted. Alright, till next time.